Hey everyone, we're back with SubaHibi. I'm ready to be depressed. July 9th. Here we go. Probably gonna have to cut it very soon. Alright, this is a basic turn. She's doing ballet. Not quite yet. I mean, that we can... I'll probably censor that anyway. We could see a butt... Well, part of a butt cheek. Is that allowed on YouTube? That's too lewd. Pretended I was alone in my world of white as I took position to do the on de hors. Has it been mentioned that she's done ballet before? There are a lot of movements in ballet, and each one has its own specific name. I've forgotten all that trivia. They probably don't care to hear it anyway. I moved my other leg like an axle, then opened my arms wide and held my balance. Finally, I curved my leg like a flamingo and spun. Yeah, okay. Definitely censoring that. I'll cut it after this. I'll just paraphrase this. Until, like, unless, like, it actually becomes a sex scene.
Yeah, I
mean, I guess I could just shirt it, because I doubt she's, well, she could take her top off, but... I started crying. I just wanted to run away, but I couldn't even do that. I had to do what they said. I had no courage left. That's why it ended up like this. If I had a bit of courage... Just a little bit of courage. Yes. The fact that everyone is here just watching is so messed up. I didn't even have my ballet shoes, so I couldn't spin as quickly. They made me spin as well as I could. I spun as she yelled out the numbers. Occasionally, is that French? Yeah, there's an accent now, that's French. Occasionally making small adjustments to hold my posture. Both my eyes were peeled open. That's just to help me keep my balance. My eyes were open, but they didn't see anything. I didn't want to look at anything, so I didn't. There are several quiet, giggling voices mixed in with Kitami-san's jubilant orders. Of course they were watching. My skirt was torn wide open for everyone to see. Shut up, Sadako, with your pronunciation that actually sounds pretty good, I think. Without any underwear on underneath, that's completely exposed. Oh, she's not wearing anything. Know how you feel, but you shouldn't get involved with the girls bowling. Shut up, male student, get involved. Yeah, we'll be accomplices. No, help her! Well, let's finish up and go outside. Go get a teacher! Well, no, I'll get an action. That's... there. Like... I mean, if they took a video, took pictures, showed it to... like, you remember Megu's, like, dad is, like, the... something. Get, like, put pressure on him that this will all come crumbling down. One of the boys who's enjoying the show was quickly hushed by his peers. Never expected anyone to stop this farce for my sake anyway. There's Tomo-san when you need him. Huh? Kitami-san suddenly stopped the rhythm and ordered me to stop. I had to lift my leg way into the air and stop myself from tumbling from the momentum. I froze in my position with my leg in the air. The entire gallery of onlookers burst into laughter. Then Akasaka-san and Kitami-san crouched down and came over to me, looking directly at, you know. I shouldn't endure it before, but when they did that, my face was instantly flushed dark red. I hate you, female student. I hope you jump off a roof in... how many days? 12? Well, what date? Wait, is it? It's the 20th, isn't it? I've heard that people can be crueler to their own gender. Or I guess it's on the 19th. You got 10 days to live. The girls, that's how I'm getting through this. I'm just reminding myself everyone here is gonna die. Even though some of these people get away with it. Like Ida lives, right? Like, Shirogama dies somehow. What's his name? What's the red-haired guy's name? Nishimura. He gets stabbed and dies, but does he just get away with everything? The girls looked at me and laughed openly. The boys tried to act like they weren't even looking, even though they all wanted to see. Not that it really made a difference at that point. Although, you know, he could you know, something could happen to him in Jabberwocky, actually.
はい、もう足を下ろしていいよ。
Okay, I'll cut it there. Okay, was I able to help?
ああ、もうバッチリ。ありがとな、高島。やっぱ本物はすげえな。マジで尊敬するぜ。
Oh, I see. Good to hear, I suppose. ... Once the humiliating dance was over, I took cellophane tape out of my desk and taped my skirt. Then I left and hid in a stall in the bathroom. I wanted to hide until school was over, but I was afraid that I'd just make Akasaka-san and Kitami-san mad. Maybe I just don't care what they do to me anymore. Huh? When I dragged myself back into the classroom, everyone started giggling as if on cue. What? I expected some of them to react, since they just saw that spectacle. I didn't expect them to react like this. I couldn't tell what they were thinking. They just looked at me, then at the blackboard, then back at me. Ah? What? When I looked at the blackboard, I instantly understood. Ah! They did the umbrella thing with her and Minakami. They jumped and grabbed the white cloth on top of the blackboard. That's awful. They shoved the white scrap. Oh. Stop saying panties. My underwear into my pocket, then grabbed the eraser. On the blackboard in big letters. Buy my underwear, star. They're still warm. That's what it said. I endured the ridicule as I marched back to my seat, my head down so that I didn't have to look anyone in the eye. Then, completely fed up with it, if you want to look, then go ahead and look. I put my underwear back on. Huh? What's this? Would someone actually do that? My thoughts were calm, but I couldn't believe that a human could be so cruel. What a roundabout, annoying, perverse way of bullying someone. The crotch of my underwear had been cut out with scissors. Oh, I want to hear her say this. Zahiro about to snap? I mean, we know she kills herself. But what? Well, I guess she gets forced off the building. Presumably, assuming, you know, the scene is real. But is she gonna do something in this route? Ground my teeth and murmur that curse to myself. Then I put my underwear on regardless of the hole. Alright, class is beginning. What are you laughing at? With a familiar feeling of compression on my lower body returned, a middle-aged teacher came into the classroom and heard the girls laughing. What? What is it? See something on my face?
なんでもありません。授業を始めてください。時間がもったいないから早く授業をお願いします。
You've never been interested in school before? What, is today a holiday? In that case, I'm going home. Oh wait, you're all here too. Haha. See, this guy, he's just a nice guy. He's probably a good teacher, right? Right, guys? Right?
先生、それつまんない。
Well then, I'll be starting class. Open your books to page 85. What are they? What is this place? What is that man standing and laughing? What are all these people who are sitting and laughing at me? Where am I? The people in this classroom can't be human. That's the one thing I'm sure of. I ground my teeth and watched the students file out of the classroom. They all left in an instant. Those cockroaches. Why couldn't they all just die? Die. The long, difficult day was nearly over. Nothing good had happened since this morning. During afternoon classes, I just kept my head down and prayed for time to pass quickly. I planned out a different path I could use to walk home over and over in my head as well. The usual road home would be dangerous. I have to be careful I don't run across any of them in the future either. In a way, the classroom was a safe zone. Everyone's gone. I need to run home right now.
あれ、高島のスカート破けてるじゃん。
When I grabbed my bag and stood up, Kitami looked at me in feigned surprise, like she only just noticed.
こりゃひどいね。落ち着いて授業受けられなかったでしょ。ありゃりゃ、これはダメだわ。 うわ、こりゃひどすぎる。かわいそうで見てられねえ。こんなの風が吹いたらすぐ剥がれちまうぞ。
Kitami approached me under that pretext and reached out to my skirt, which was barely being held together with tape.
さあさあ、脱いで脱いで。
I hate this game. I hate these two. What? I breathed a sigh of relief, let my guard down when school ended. That's precisely when Kitami struck. She definitely unfastened the hook on my skirt. Wait, give that... Skirts have hooks? Wait, where's the hook at? We're Googling this. Skirt hook. I see a picture of a skirt that's... What? Okay, hold on. Full sentence. What do hooks do in skirts? And a sturdy closure in your waistbands to withstand tension without gapping. So it's... Okay, so it's like tying away, like, you know, the strings or like a belt kind of thing, I guess. I'd really need to see a picture of one. I'm not a skirt expert, by the way, if you're not, if that's not clear.
高島のスカートは私らで直してやるから安心しなよ。
No way. She circled around behind me and lifted me, forcibly removing my skirt.
うわ、なんてこった。パンツまで切れてるじゃん。あっちゃー、それは悲惨だわ。パンツも直してあげるから脱いで。
No! Kitami held me in place. Well, hold on, I want to hear that. Akasaka took my underwear off. Oh, hold on, I want to hear this. Was that just Baka? Sounds like it.
から、そんなに暴れんなよ。あと死ねとか言うなよ。友達だよ。
I did notice that earlier. Someone definitely said Baka, and they translated it as a word I'm not sure I'm allowed to say anymore. I'm like, I don't really follow the not allowed to say this word discourse, but it's like a common word back in like the early 2000s. It starts with an R, and now I think you're not, like, it's among the slurs you can't say, right? I don't know. I think so. So I'm not gonna say it, but you're not my friends. Let me go. Don't touch me.
そう吠えるなよ。明日までに完璧に直してやるからさ。楽しみにしてろよ。
Die, die, die. I freaking hate you. Just go die. I want to hear that.
死ね、死ね、死ね。お前らなんて大嫌いだ。死んじゃえ。
Fought back with all my power, but I couldn't do anything to Kitami. I thrashed and fought with them, cursing them the entire time. They just laughed at my pitiful display. They enjoyed watching me squirm. Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. I yelled until my voice was hoarse. Yeah? Cat. A great laughing shadow. Massive ears. Blackened paws. Like beasts tearing their prey into pieces. My vitriol, the screams of the dying. To the beasts, there was nothing more than a bit of light music to listen to while they ate. Despair is the melody, lyrics torn from a crushed windpipe. A heart ripped to shreds and devoured. The two beasts laughed, jubilantly, their teeth tearing into the fruit.
それじゃあ高島、また明日な。
You cockroaches, go die.
元気出せよ。じゃあな。
There wasn't anything left to cover my lower body. There's nothing I could do about it.
そんなに気落ちすんなよ。私ら友達だろ。な。
Spaced out for a little bit in the classroom. Soon I realized how dangerous that was and ran to the bathroom holding my bag over my crotch. This is the worst. Went into one of the stalls. Is this a new song? Yeah, I think it's gotta be. Closed the door, fastened the lock, and then sat on the toilet and put my head in my hands. Then, my tears broke the dam and rushed out. The only sound I could hear was that of my own sobbing. This is just hell. This place is hell. There's no salvation, just despair. I sat alone in the bathroom stall and wept. The sun had already long since set. The teachers had probably gone home. Felt a little more at ease. For now, let's go home. I like calling your parents. Like, she said that her parent, like, her narration list is implied she has good parents. Like, call them. They see her, with, without a skirt. That's make a fuss to the school board. People heads will roll. Went back to the deserted classroom and squinted to find the near cleanest dust cloths I could. It's really pathetic, but I had no choice but to fashion a skirt out of rags and some tape. I'd rather use a curtain, but even after all that, I didn't have the courage to pull down one of the curtains. And no one would notice if these cloths went missing. It'd be obvious something was missing if I took one of these curtains. The rags are smelly and damp, and I couldn't afford to be picky given the situation. Just take the curtain. Tried to pick out one of the ones that didn't smell too bad. Found enough to at least cover myself. This is the worst. Put on the smelly improvised skirt and left the building. Glad there aren't many people around. It was worth waiting a few hours. There's hardly a soul to be seen on the road home. I just hope I didn't cross paths with anyone on my way home. Take more than 10 minutes to walk home. It's not usually a long walk, but it felt like an eternity to me. It's falling off again. Tape isn't very good if you're holding fabric together. It didn't help that some of the cloths were damp. The only good thing I could say is that it was better than nothing. The ragged skirt only held up until I got to the gate. It started to disintegrate as gravity pulled it down. Not even staying on my waist. I wouldn't even call it a skirt at this point. I covered my front side with my bag. The skirt should at least cover my back side. I didn't feel upset about the situation anymore. I just hoped no one would see me and report me to the police. That's all I wish for. I saw this coming. I was really thinking, she should stay in the underground base or something. What? Does Takashi have a bed there? Hold on, do I have the background saved in my thumbnails folder? Oh, he has a chair and a desk. No, I don't. I only have the main build, the arc. Second, I thought things were gonna be okay. Someone yelled my name out from behind, making me cringe. I was still only barely covering my front side with the bag, so I turned around and saw the two of them walking towards me. Why are you here? You know damn well what's wrong. How much do you have to bully me before you'll be satisfied? What? You too? Promised?
そう高島のスカート破れてたの直してやるってさ
I guess I can hold my skirt up in the air. The cut parts have been sewed up. Oh, how nice of them. They're good friends. Get look.
約束だろ直してやるってさ治ったから教室に戻ったのにいなくなったからびっくりしたよ
You went back to school?
そうそう今回はマジでやりすぎたかなって反省してるんだよまさかスカートなしで外出るとは思わなかったごめんマジごめんいやそこまで追い詰められてたとは思わなくてさ
Just give it back.
ああもちろん
I snatched the skirt from her hand, threw away the rags, and put on the skirt.
夏とはいえそんな格好で歩いたんだからお腹冷えたでしょほらこの薬を飲めよ
What?
何じゃねえよ飲めって言ってるんだよ
This is... The pill in Akasaka's hand was the exact same kind they tried to make me take this morning. Don't freak with me, pardon my French. I'm not falling for that. Do you think I'm freaking stupid?
もう回りくどいことやめないなんだよこの作詞赤坂様の作戦に文句かさとこだって全然引っかかってないじゃん おかしいな。ここで高島は泣いて感謝してこの薬を飲むはずなんだけどさ。
Someone posted today in a YouTube comment. Hold on, what was it? Hold on. Kimika is the MVP of the alternative routes. Well, okay, they are the Kimika routes, but that got me thinking, like, she's like, this is like the timeline in Dragon Ball Z where Goku's dead. We need Kimika. Or Tomasane. I'll take Tomasane. He's like Vegeta. Ow! Are they gonna force it down? Kitami grabbed me by the hair. Yeah. I tried to realize that she used her knee to deliver a painful blow between my legs. Oh, so we're just gonna do it by force? Shiroyama? Yeah. You. Gotcha. Kai? What is, so, okay, hold on. Is this not like a... What's Dawson Storm? Hold on, we're looking that up real quick. Is that like a convenience store or something? Wouldn't people be witnessing this? Okay, I don't see anything with Dawson Storm, but... He stuffed a rag in my mouth so I couldn't yell for help. I tried to yell for help as they dragged me off. There's a white van parked nearby. Hurry up! There you go, princess. Your carriage awaits you. I don't like where this is going. The van door snapped shut. It smelled like gas inside. I struggled and thrashed in the back of the van. All I managed to do was bruise my arms and legs. Hurry up! Yeah, knock her out for now. Several men punched me repeatedly in the darkness. I guess they wanted to make me lose consciousness. I just wanted to escape the pain. It wouldn't have been so bad if I just died right then and there. I had to endure a lot of pain before I lost consciousness. Okay. I knew this was coming. That's not a pun based off the line on the screen. I hate that I thought about that after I said that. No, like I've just been thinking this whole month, like there's definitely going to be a rape scene, and I don't want to read it. Look, I know, like I can't just skip it because like this has got to be a super important scene, like probably even more so than the Takuji rape scene. And that's like, you know, that's what birthed Tomosane. So yeah, this is gonna be censored definitely. I'll paraphrase everything. Like I can't just cut to black. Like I just can't cut the video and be like, oh hey, I did it. And because usually I just hold control. Yeah, this. I don't want to read it. Do I need to mute the voices? I might need to. This is amazing. Voices in the distance. How long have I been like this? My whole body is tingling. It feels good. My thoughts are running astray. The only thing I knew was the exact same thing was being repeated over and over. I should probably... Yeah, I'm gonna mute everything. Mastery volume. CEO. I hate that the first thing that came to mind was Aina, Immanuel Kant. Shiroyama traded places with Numa. You can't see the text, but I'm sure you can guess. Looking down on me and smiling as I gasped for breath. I faintly glanced down at my lower body. I mean, I guess I could... Wait, this is not even showing anything right now. I could... Babe. I don't know what I'm going to do and edit. It was covered in blood. Oh, so that's what it was. My mind was blank. Look at her hands. Here, grab this. Look at yours, Akuro. Yep. Two of them forced themselves onto me from both sides. I didn't have the willpower to resist. My entire body... Okay, there's like a spotlight going around. I can't make this shirt. And for some reason, I wasn't scared at all. Everything just felt numb and tingly. I actually do like that design choice instead of just showing the CG. Don't worry, Sakura. I'll give you some more ice so it doesn't hurt. Shoyama took out a small vinyl container, stuck his pointer finger in, getting a little bit of white powder on the tip. He rubbed that white powder on my lower body. My mind instantly went blank. The pain disappeared, leaving only waves of pleasure to crash into my body. Okay, here goes. He ignored my feeble screams and shouts of resistance as he... Yeah. Okay, there's the whole CG, yeah. I think it would have been cool if they just didn't show the whole thing. They just kept it kind of like that. I screamed. I mean, I guess at this point, like, she's less on, like, more conscious now. I couldn't hear myself screaming. There's no scream of pain, sadness, or anger. Just weak gasps of air rushing through my vocal cords. My soul had been rendered irrelevant. It's just my body reacting to the artificial pleasure of the drugs. She really likes it. Told you, this stuff can make any girl moan. She's doing lines. Must be having a blast. Try saying this. Yeah, don't say that. We're just getting like a straight line out of her, like the subtraction sign. Or what's the name of the long line that AI uses all the time? That one. Felt a burning lump searing my insides. Nishimura is not here. His old man beat him for taking his car. He didn't even go put it back. Why the heck he head home? Thought his parents wouldn't find out if he got it back in the garage before they noticed. He called me, bawling his eyes out. There's something hilarious about that. If I wasn't so... He was the one that put this whole thing together, too. Not my problem. It's his destiny. Destiny. This is my destiny. There's a God, but this is my destiny. Like, you could go back, like, there's probably a line I could reference back in, like, It's My Own Invention about, you know, him getting his threesome or something. Well, I'm just, no. God is omnipotent. He knows everything. He knows everything. He's the one who made this happen. Like, my initial reaction anytime I see something I don't like is to try to be funny. I don't want to be funny now. I just want to... He probably did it because I'm just a cockroach. Damn, I'm no better than a worm dying on the side of the road. I'm no better than a worm. That's the desk CG. They're reusing the desk CG, except a different background. Yeah. That's a line. That's a line. Yeah, yeah. Like, there's no reason to read any of this out loud, but it's going. I had no soul. It's just an ugly pile of flesh laying there. That wasn't me. Oh, should I turn that music on at least? I'm trying to remember. Voices are max, sound effects are like halfway. Okay. I wasn't the one laying there. The moment I awoke, the moment time began to move, everything felt distant. Is it that way for everyone? Or just me? What's the first thing that came into sight when I awoke? I always forget that. A drop of water fell in the distance. Heard the sound of a drop of water breaking somewhere in the distance. That which is broken imparts its moisture upon the earth. Only through breaking can it grant its blessing. Because once broken, the blessing is able to soak into the earth. A hazy scene. A hazy texture. A hazy memory. Everything is hazy, but there's just one thing I do know. My spirit is unreasonably calm. For no reason at all, I can calmly observe all phenomena. In this hazy world, the only thing that is clear is my unnaturally calm heart. Felt a slight chill as I opened my eyes. An unfamiliar ceiling. This isn't my room. A bed. They left money on the bed. That's so messed up. One 5,000 yen bill, 2,000 yen bills, one 500 yen coin, 300 yen coins, 7,800 yen in total. There's a flyer tucked under the money. It says rooms for as little as 708. They're gonna make her pay for it. The money for one night stay brought me back to reality. All of that actually happened. Calmly took stock of my situation. Then I showered. I didn't really care anymore. I just felt like taking a shower. Pungent smell. Pungent smell at the back of my throat wouldn't go away no matter how much water I gargled. The disgusting smell on my skin wouldn't disappear no matter how much I scrubbed. Go to the hospital. What are they called, a rape kit? You got their DNA. That's, well, I guess they could argue it was consensual. What? Like that? When I left the building, I was in a familiar place. It was a love hotel in Suginomiya. I came back to this familiar place. It calmed me down. So do they just let the... What, like they're carrying her over their shoulder? And the clerk was like, oh yeah, go through. Every world returns to its daily routine. Those words flashed through my mind. Is this the same scene that was always here? I mumbled that question, as if I was asking an unseen companion. And then, at least that scene was short. I was expecting it to be longer. Okay, there's a subliminal flashback. Okay, come on. Wait. I felt something. Okay, hold on. Cut it again. Felt something coming up my throat. Then a second later, I vomited right there on the sidewalk. My stomach suddenly spasmed, like it was being squeezed hard by something. I was in so much pain that I collapsed. I mean, we don't need to hear the sounds. No matter how hard my stomach tried to push everything out, very little vomit actually came up. It was incredibly painful. My voice was distorted with pain and covered in rolling tears. Okay, come on. I heard someone's phone. Oh wait, that's mine. A text? Why? Couldn't everyone just leave me alone for now? It's just a message from that nasty guy. Freaking worm. Just leave me alone. Just... When I woke up, I checked my phone. Well, that's right. There's one thing I was still curious about. Though now I had realized how ridiculous that whole thing was. What do you mean something good? What do you mean a change? That's stupid. Still had those messages in my inbox. Let's see just what that something good could be. Yeah, right. A big change, huh? Something good? It was nothing. I didn't experience any big change, and nothing good has happened. I'm just a worm. That's all I'll ever be. Even after going through all that, I'm still not dead. I don't have the courage to go to the police. Can't even talk to my parents about it. Battle at the Stone Tower. Large change we predicted would happen to you is a change to your cognizance. The good thing is a person's death. Soon one of your problems will disappear. Did they kill Shirogama? What's this? What, is she stupid? It changed my cognizance? The good thing is someone's death? Is she stupid? Well, does that mean someone's going to die? Just one death won't change anything. Maybe if all the men who raped me die, and if those two bitches died too. Zakiro gets one B word. She deserves it. Oh wait, that's what it is. Just one death. That must be my own death. She's right. If I die, all my problems will be solved. So I'm gonna die. Of course, it has to be suicide, right? That's it. What change? I'm just a worm. I exist to be trampled underfoot. Trampled, stepped on, crushed, destroyed, erased. Hold on, I want to hear the laugh. Isn't it a worm's fate to be crushed and ground into the concrete? Isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Or at least one of my first time to... Even a worm like me, one of my first time to be with someone I loved, someone who would kiss me tenderly, someone who would hold me close and tell me they loved me. Even if it wasn't romantic, even if it was just a plain old day, I wanted my first time to be with someone I loved. Mamiya-kun. Wanted to be Mamiya-kun. It was rape. Rape. Hold on, let's hear her say it. Oh, they censor it? They censored it a little bit? Like, that's a decision? Maybe it's 2 different words for rape or something? What the frick is that? She hasn't earned enough words. Sorry, Sakura. My skirt and underwear torn to pieces. My body covered in blood. What the frick is that? Just had one little dream and this is what I get? What the frick did I do to deserve this, God? Don't you have any blessings for the worms living on this earth? Is it a sin for a worm to dream? I understand. That's it, huh? I'm just a disgusting, fat, dumb girl, so why the heck did I think I had the right to dream? I understand. I understand perfectly. I pissed you off, huh? Too disgusting for words, aren't I? You wanted to shut me up? Just an ugly girl who needed to be put in her place. Right, God? Ayana's listening and she's just having the time of her life right now. That's it, isn't it? Rape is just what an ugly... Where does slut go in the hierarchy of bad words? Because it feels meaner than like others, but also like... I deserve to be raped, huh? I was just conceited, wasn't I? Should have just stayed out of everyone's way, living my life cowering in fear, right? I mean, isn't that basically what you did? A worm has to be content with a worm's fate, but just kept my head down and I've never piped up. Everything would have been just fine, right? That's logical. That's the truth. That's God's will. Don't freak with me. I want to be human. I don't want to die. I won't cause anyone trouble anymore. I won't fall in love again. So please, just leave me alone. I have enough. I understand. I know my place, so forgive me. I don't want to die. Next day? Yeah. Ooh, okay, I don't care how long the video is. I don't know the answer to that. I'm cutting it there. Yeah, I wanted to record more tonight. I don't know if I will. Maybe I'll just go play some nice Fate Grand Order where, you know, we'll get like murder or something. They'll calm me down. That'll be an emotional pickup. I'll see you guys next time. I mean, on the bright side, we're almost done with Looking Glass and Sex. Like, Jabber, there has to be a good ending, right? I can't see SubaHibi only having like bad endings. At the worst, they're going to be bittersweet. But I do think, like, I mean, we already got a genuinely happy ending, right? With Kimika and Zakuro. But yeah, anyway, I just need... I hate this game. I hate you, Scotty. But couldn't you just write like lewd H scenes, like 2 characters have a lot of sex and they make anime noises and that's it? Why do you have to do this? See you guys next time. Bye.